Hello and welcome to the Official Watches YouTube channel here at Jardin du Mayfair. Heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast. I am so excited to be bringing you a world first, an off-catalogue Daytona. It is none other than the Rolex Daytona 126555 TBR, aka the Giraffe. Now, I don't typically like these nicknames, but do you know what? This one has stuck and stuck well. It really does remind me of one, but you guys be the judge. So, one thing I regularly eye roll over is to tell you guys, anybody who's fortunate enough to be listening, that this is the best version, only to come creeping back sometime later with a, well, actually this one might be a bit better instead. I am doing that again, but in my defence, I'm impulsive, and the parade of drool-worthy big hitters isn't slowing down at Jardin du Mayfair, so I'm seeing the best watches every single week, and it is hard to keep up. A nice problem, but a problem nonetheless. So, only a few weeks ago, I was singing the praises of the 116589 TBR, the Tiger I said was astonishing, and its cool white metal and black colour scheme of choice. I genuinely meant every second of it, and I still do, but now I've seen the Giraffe, all bets are off. This is the Rolex Daytona, reference 126555 TBR, off catalogue. It's extremely special, extremely hard to get, and it follows hot on the heels of the previous Tiger model, which was white gold with black enamel work, black Oysterflex, and more diamonds than De Beers. The Giraffe is much the same beast, but it is delivered in 18-carat Everose gold with a deep, dark chocolate enamel, and the world's first colour-coordinated Oysterflex, which is also dark brown to match its glorious, warm and beautiful heart. This brought an instant smile to my face. If you watch these videos, you'll know that I've been asking for coloured Oysterflexes since the dawn of time, and it looks like we're about to get them. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that, knowing Rolex, they're going to only put them on off-catalogue models for the next 2 to 3 years. I'm thinking tangerine orange, forest green, maybe even a lovely navy blue to match new off-catalogue pieces that they do over the next 2 to 3 years. If they wanted to, I don't know if they will, but for the biggest money grab of all time, I think that they could sell them separately for £695, and I genuinely believe they probably sell millions. But Rolex being Rolex, they never do what we actually want, and I'd be interested to know what you guys think of coloured Oysterflexes. I actually don't like black straps. I think you probably know that if you watch these videos, but they don't do anything for me. So for me, this is a big change, guys. This could be huge. The watch had already piqued my interest because, of course, I've been campaigning for all different coloured Oysterflexes for a while. So this one really, before I even got to see it, because you've got to bear in mind, it's off catalogue, this wasn't out at Watches and Wonders. Nobody had seen it. And I've got the world's first here at Jardin du Mayfair. The case and the dial showcases 36 flawless trapeze cut diamonds around the bezel, 11 baguette hour markers, 12 is replaced by the Rolex crown, and to top things off, too many diamonds to count, invisibly set into a frame that forms geometric patterns across the dial, with dark chocolate lacquer filling the void space. It's strange and a testament to Rolex's skill, because the pattern is immediately recognisable as the markings of a giraffe. Even the nickname wasn't known at the time, but they've done it so well. Now, this is Cartier level mastery of jewels, guys, and it is astonishing to see in the metal. It really does cement my opinion that when Rolex put their mind to mixing classic sports with spooshy luxury, they are unbeatable. Personally, I love when the usually sedate, respectful and serious brands goes quite literally wild. Not only because their creations tend to fly directly in the face of what they're perceived to be all about, but also because when they party, there are no half measures. Some of their creations, particularly the wild theme ones, are utterly bonkers, executed to perfection, and most importantly, form never ever interferes with function. The vibe of the Giraffe is much warmer than its tiger counterpart, and the colour palette of Everose gold and dark chocolate enamel and a matching brown strap work equally well and make me cast aside all of my previous waffle about monochrome black and white being where it's all at. Of course, this now has some very stiff competition indeed. Fun times ahead, I believe, for the off-catalogue range, because they're going to have to keep topping these things, and it isn't going to be easy, but I do believe Rolex are up to the challenge. Beyond the dial, this Daytona is just as capable as any other. 40mm case with trip lock crown and screw down pushers ensuring that beautiful 100 meters water resistance. Would I swim in it? Absolutely I would. Would I party in it? Absolutely I would. This is loomed hands and unadorned subdials. They keep it legible, and the baguette hour markers have enough light reflection to be readable in dim light, but in the dead of night you have no chance. But hey, it's the Giraffe. Look at your phone if you need the time at 3 a.m. On the subject of touchers, mounting this on Oysterflex is genius. Mounting it on a colour matched Oysterflex is infinite genius. It keeps it sporty and ultra comfortable thanks to its vented gills next to the wrist, while the plain brown of the bracelet, and it is a bracelet due to its titanium blades running through the rubber. These really work well to frame the dial without detracing it, and also offering any additional fuss, for example polished center links. An ornate dial needs a Spartan strap to stop it tripping over the edge from gorgeous to gaudy, and the Oysterflex does exactly that, but on this one it does it with the extra fruity twist of being the first of its kind. Now the movement brings the updated Rolex Caliber 4131, which is running the show and providing a 72-hour power reserve and superlative timekeeping of +2 - 2 seconds per day after casing. Very Rolex, got everything that you need, and I think, having vacillated wildly between the Giraffe and the Eye of the Tiger being my favourite of the enamel themed Rolex offerings, I would probably say that this is the one for me. It suits my colours, it looks amazing, and there's no doubt in my mind that this is the one that I would go for. But guys, I need to know what you think about this watch. That is my favourite part of making these videos, so please do let me know. The world's first Rolex Daytona Giraffe here at Jardin du Mayfair. Heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast. Please let me know what you think of this off-catalogue beauty, and I will see you next week.